Hello everyone, today we'll be doing the 2018 paper 2 task 1, right? So we'll be using the Inkscape to draw this diagram over here.
First of all, I'm going to start by drawing the cabin first, right? So let me zoom in. Right, so this is actually like a 3D drawing, right? So I'm going to use the bezier tool, right? So the bezier tool is over here. So click on the bezier tool. Okay, so I'm going to draw the left side of the cabin first, right? So let me zoom in some more. Okay, maybe this size. Okay, so I start off with a parallelogram, right? So just draw the left side of the cabin. Okay, so it looks something like this. Okay, a parallelogram. Okay, so connect the parallelogram. So once you're done with the left side of the cabin, all right, so I'm going to do the front of the cabin, right? So same thing, the bezier tool, right? So I'm going to start from maybe the bottom, right? So you can zoom in, right? Oh, yeah. So start from the bottom, okay? So go up to the edge, okay? And from here, right, you'll start to do the top of the cabin, right? So make sure it is like a 45 degree, okay, to have the three-dimensional view of it, okay? So maybe somewhere around here, right? Then yeah, down over here. Okay, then you close it. Okay, so you close the shape. Okay, so this will be the front part of the cabin, right? So if you find that, at any point, the 3D shape that you do is not up to your standard, okay, you can always adjust it using the node editor tool over here, right? So you just click on it, okay? So you can see that this point here is not very straight, okay? So you can yeah, align it, all right? Yeah, then go back to the bezier tool. But during exam, you won't have the luxury of the time to draw a perfect cabin house, lah. Okay. So after that, we're gonna do the roof, all right? So same thing, I'm gonna use the bezier tool again. Okay, so I'm gonna use the bezier tool, right? And I'm going to start from this point here, all right? Okay, to the edge, right? So now I'm going to do the roof, right? So this should be a parallelogram shape, right? So make sure it is parallel to the opposite side. Okay, so somewhere around here, click, okay, and then yeah, end the shape. Okay. So once again, if you don't feel that it is 3D enough, okay, you can always adjust it. Right, so next we look at the color. So we read the question paper, right? The roof is dark blue. Okay. You can click on the top of the roof. All right, so you can see that I can actually separate it. All right, Control Z undo. Okay, so this is dark blue. Right, then the left side of the wall, all right, it says left wall mid blue. So click on the left wall, all right. So click on the line so that the shape is selected. So I'm going to select mid blue, right? So just nice, there are 3 blues on the color palette below. Then the front of the house is lighter blue. Okay. So click on lighter blue. All right. So you have all the 3 shades of a house. All right. Then next, we're going to look at the next part. So 2 walls and the roof made to look like the letter C, right? With gaps in C having the same color as a circle. Okay, so later on there'll be a circle, right? Surrounding the house, which is yellow color. Okay, So instead of cutting the house, right, okay, what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to use the bezier tool. Okay, I'm going to draw a rectangular blocks over here, okay, then having the same color as a circle, which is yellow lah, right? Okay, so I'm going to start from here, all right? So draw the rectangular block. Okay, so make sure it's parallel, okay, to the sides of the wall, right? Okay, my rectangular block will be like this. Okay, I close this, okay, then I make it yellow color. Okay, I'm going to do the same to the roof and also to the front of the house. Okay, so using the bezier tool. Okay, so you can see that the bezier tool can actually help you draw very quickly, right? So make sure it's parallel. Okay, so the trick of doing 3D drawing, right, okay, is to make sure that it's parallel to the sides that you're drawing. Okay, and just close the shape. Okay, then change to yellow color. Okay, then now the front of the house. So bezier tool again. Okay, I'm still at bezier tool. Okay, so start off somewhere around here. Okay, make sure it's parallel to the base of the house. Okay, and go up, right? So parallel to the height of the house. Okay, so you create this 3-dimensional view, right? Then you close it. Excuse me. Okay, then yellow color. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, the house. Right. So at this point, I will group it. All right. So use the select tool. Select the whole house. Okay, I'm going to group it. Okay, the reason why I group it because I will need to resize it. Okay, to make it smaller. Okay, so after use the select tool, select everything. You go to object. Okay, then you go to is that a group? Yeah, so group over here. Okay, or you can use a shortcut key, Control G. So I group this. Okay, so now it becomes a house. Okay, then I can resize it. Okay, accordingly. Okay, so next I want to draw, right, will be the outer square, right? So if you read the question, okay, it says that the square is 600 pixel by 600 pixel, okay, with black outline, okay, and a brown fill, right? So you use the rectangle and square tool, right? So I'm going to click on it. Okay, then you hold on to Control and Shift, right? Now I'm going to draw the rectangle, the square. Okay, so over here you can see that the edge is not very sharp. Okay, so yeah, so sometimes it happens. Okay, so all you need to do is just click on to the dot over here, then just pull it to the edge, right? And make sure you have a perfect square. Right, so I'm going to change the size. Okay, so in recent N-level drawings, right, okay, they now specify the size, right, of the square, right? So over here it says that it's 600 pixel. So how do I change the dimension? Right, so make sure you have the select tool on. Right, then you can look at the dimension over here. Okay, so this is a square, right? So I'm going to change the unit to pixel. Pixel is a px, right? And over here I'm going to change it to 600. Okay. Oh, 600. Okay, then the width is also 600. So change the width. Let me zoom out a bit so that you all can see. Yeah, 600. Okay. Zoom out, zoom out. Okay, the zooming button on the bottom right. Okay, so let me zoom out. Right, so this is the size, okay, that I need to fit it in. Right, so I move my house aside. Okay, so put this at the center. Okay, right. So black outline. Okay, so the stroke, okay, at the bottom left over here. Okay, I'll change it to black. Okay, maybe I do the fill first. The fill is brown color. Just choose a brown. Right. maybe lighter brown. Okay. Then the stroke paint is black color. Okay. So to change the stroke paint, right? Okay, remember your fill and stroke, right? The fill and stroke window. Okay, if you don't have this window, all right, I'm going to close everything. Okay, so to call up the fill and stroke window, right? Go to view, all right? Then view and stroke, no, not view. Where's the view and stroke? Object. View and stroke. Where's view and stroke? Half, no. Where's view and stroke? Oh, sorry, under object. Okay, under object, okay, you will see fill and stroke. Okay, so go to fill and stroke. Okay, you call out the fill and stroke window. Okay, so I'm going to change the stroke to black color. All right, so the fill is already brown color. So you can either use the color palette below, or you can use the sliders over here. Okay, so I'm going to go to stroke, right? So change it to black. Okay, so I'm going to use a slider to change, okay, everything to black. Okay, right. So black color outline, brown color fill, right? So 2 marks for this. Okay, then okay, all lines. Okay, then go back to the question, right? It says all lines are color black. Okay, and 10 pixel thick, right? So I'll go to stroke style. Okay, it needs to be 10 pixel. So currently it's in millimeter. So change it to pixel, right? So change this number to 10, right? So pixel, okay, and 10 pixel. Okay. So yeah, becomes slightly thinner, right? Okay, then next, okay, I'm going to draw the circle. Then after that, I'll put my house inside. Okay, so circle, you use the circle tool over here. Click on the circle tool. Okay, hold on to Control and Shift. Okay, I'm going to start from the center. Control Shift. Maybe I draw over here. All right, Control Shift. Okay, then I have a nice circle. Okay, I adjust it later on. So put it somewhere at the center. Okay, resize it some more, right, until it touches the edge. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think this will do. All right, so pixel is 10 also, so changes to 10 pixel. All right, then it is yellow in color. Right, so click on the circle. Okay, then change it to yellow color. All right, then after that we're gonna put the house inside. Okay, so you can see because you draw the house earlier on, right? So whatever you draw later, right, you'll be on top. So what you do is you click on the house, okay, you go to layer, all right, then you raise it to the top. Okay, layer to the top. Okay, so this will bring the house higher, not high enough. Okay, raise it some more, not high enough. Object, correct, raise to the top. Oh, sorry, not layer. Okay, should be object. Right, so go to object. Okay, then raise it to the top. Okay, not layer. Okay, so raise it to the top. Okay, so now it's at the top. Okay, so now I will resize my house slightly bigger. Okay, make it slightly bigger. Okay, be this size will do. Right. Okay. Yep. So same thing also. The stroke style. Okay, change to pixel. Okay, then 10 pixel for the house. Right. So you can see. Yeah, it became thicker. Right, so everything is in 10 pixel. Okay, so we have done the house, okay, the circle and the square block. All right, so next we'll come to the wordings. Right. So first of all, let's do the curve text. Okay, the easier one. Right. So curve text, I am going to use the text tool. Okay, so just click on here. Okay, so any requirements for the text, right? Is there? Oh, okay, there is. So they say the question says that the text is in the same blue color as the roof. All right. So 48 points. Okay, fitted in a circular path with the same radius as the circle above. Okay, so let's type out the text first. Okay, capitals. How come got Y there? Capital COLO. Colorado. Okay, cabin company. All right, so let's format the text. Okay, so 48 point, right? So go to the toolbar above, choose 48. All right, then same blue color as the roof. So just I chose dark navy blue. Okay, yeah, dark navy blue. I move my text a bit. Okay, so now we're going to fit it into a curved text. So previously we always use a curved line, right? So over here they want it to be in a circular shape, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the circle, right? So I click on the circle. Okay. So I'm going to duplicate the circle. Okay, duplicate the circle. Okay. So I'm going to use this to fit my text around it, right? Okay, so I probably will make it no fill, no color. Click on the circle, no fill. All right. Click on the no color over here. Okay, so it will be no fill. All right. So now I'm going to do my curve text. Okay. So I'll try to do it outside. Okay. Because when you do your curve text, okay, you're only supposed to select a object. Okay. I do it outside so that I don't select other objects. I select the circle and the text, right? Then go to path, all right? Sorry, go to text. Okay, then you will see this code on path. Okay. All right, so you can see that the text is not curved to what we want, right? So what you can do, right, is you can do a flip over here. Okay. So this is not this way also. Okay, flip this way. Yeah. Okay. So you can actually flip it, all right, until you get the correct direction or the correct orientation. Okay. So I'm going to flip too much time already. Yeah. So this is the correct direction. Okay. So once you're done with this, okay, I'm going to move my text back over here, right? The curve text. Okay. Right. So can I just move the curve text? All right. This one I don't need. Okay. Don't block the view. Okay. So something like this. Okay. So if I want it to be balanced nicely, right, okay, I rotate my circle, right? Then the text will rotate accordingly. Okay. Yeah. So this is almost perfect already. Right. Okay. So I need to hide that circle. All right. I cannot just delete it. Okay. I cannot just delete. Okay. If I delete it, everything will be gone. Okay. All right. So undo. So I do is I click on the circle, right? So it's already no fill inside. Okay. So you go to stroke, right? Then you select no stroke. Okay. Then you'll become invisible. It's still there lah. All right. Okay, so we are done with the curve text. All right. So now we are going to do the most difficult part. All right. So we are going to do the skew text. Okay. Right. So this is what we call the envelope text also. Right. Okay, and it's not easy, right? Okay, let's see if I can still remember this. All right. So you type in the text. Okay. So this is only 2 marks. So use the text tool. All right. Any requirements? Text in the same brown color as the background. Okay, so type in the It's okay. Type in we are the okay, then spacebar dot dot dot. Okay, so same color as the square, right? I think I use cannot remember which brown color. Maybe this one. Let me select the text first. Okay, then brown color. Yeah, I should have chosen a darker brown. I'm gonna choose a darker brown. Okay, the box also maybe I choose a darker brown. Okay, so they're more visible. Yeah, yeah. So this is the text. Okay, so I make it slightly bigger, right? So that it's easier to do the skewing. Okay, okay. So in some software, it's called envelope text. Okay, some software they call it skew text. Okay, some software they call it deformation text. Right. So I'm going to show you how to do this. All right. So you can see that it's skew wide on the left hand side, then very narrow on the right hand side. Okay, I just try to make this slightly bigger, right? So something like this, right? So before we start the skewing, right? Okay, we need to convert the text to path, right? So you select on this, you go to path, all right. Then you go to object to path. Okay, so you click on object to path. Okay, so once you click on it, okay, we are going to skew the text or deform the text. You go to path, right? Then you go to let me try to remember path effects. Okay, yeah. So under path effects, right? Okay, you will see this window coming out from here, right? So you click on the path button, okay, that says the add path effect. Okay, step is quite long. Okay, then after that you go to deformation text. Okay, yeah, enveloped deformation. Okay, or deformation. Right, so you click on envelope deformation. Okay, then you click on add. All right, nothing happened. Oh yeah, it takes a while. Okay, so you will see this envelope deformation, right? Okay, then now I'm going to bend the text. Okay, so what I will be doing, right? I will click on the top bend path over here. Right, so click on this. Right, so once you click on the top bend path, right, you can see that the line on top of the text, right? Okay, you can actually bend it. All right. So we are going to bend the top right side. Okay, so I'm going to click on this point here. I'm going to zoom it in so that easier to see. Okay. Right. So I'm going to bring it down slightly a bit like this. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, not too much. Okay, it's very sensitive. If you overdo it, okay, yeah, everything will become very messy. Okay, then next, okay, I'm going to bend the bottom band of the path, right? So something, click on the bottom. Okay, then I'm going to bend it like this. Okay, yeah. Don't like overdo it. Okay. Then now I'm going to do the left side. Okay. Left side. Sorry, right side. Okay, I'm not going to bend the left side. Okay, it should be the right side. Okay, so over here, I'm going to shift it down a bit. Okay, so that it looks nicer. Okay, this one I'm going to bring it up a bit. Right. Okay, so you can see it's very sensitive. Okay, yeah. So like this. Okay, yeah. Then we are done. Okay. Right. So click back on the select tool. Right. Okay. So this is the yeah, the skew text over here. Right. So I'm just gonna put everything closer together. Right. Then yeah, I'm gonna group it. before I start my exporting. Okay, so select everything. And then I'm going to do a grouping. Grouping is under object. Okay, group it. Right. Then I'm going to save it. All right. Save it first before I export. Okay. So go to file, save as. All right. So save it as a logo underscore your name followed by index number. Save it inside your thumb drive. Right. So this is the Inkscape file. Okay, so after you save it, okay, we're gonna export it. All right, so make sure you click on it. All right, it's selected. The final drawing is selected. Then go to file. All right, under file you will see export PNG image. Right, then this window will come over here. Right, so make sure the export area is the selection area. Okay, some of you accidentally click on custom. Okay, then you might not export the right thing. Okay, so make sure it's under selection. Okay, then you click on export as to choose where you want to export it. Okay, so it takes a while for it to load. Okay, yeah, so export it into your thumb drive. Okay, find your thumb drive. Okay, then you export it. Okay, the file name will be logo, so logo underscore, all right, your name. So same file name as your your Inkscape file, followed by index number. Okay, then save. Right. Then the last step, right, okay, will be to click on the export button. Okay. Click on it, all right, make sure it's exported. Right, then once you're done, all right, okay, check that you have exported it correctly. Okay. All right. So once you have exported it, okay, check on the place, okay, where you have saved your file and you have exported the file. Okay, so you can do a quick check. Okay, so what you can do is make sure you have two files. One is the Inkscape file, then one is the exported PNG file. Okay, so you can just right click, go to view, right, then maybe go to extra large icon. Okay, then you can see the two files, the Inkscape file and the exported file. Right, then we are done for this. All right, okay, move on to the next task. Thank you.